Go guys, the one we've waited for.
After all that, we may have a problem with this bike.
7.5, but somebody clearly ground off the rest of the numbers. We look at the
It's that time once again, Cycle Drag Universe. Welcome to the world's largest auction. We got a ton of rare bikes and a ton of oddities to see. A double engine KZ, 2100 cc's, 8 carburetors, 8 cylinders. This is nuts. So you know the drill. Sit back, kick your feet up and relax because it's Mecum 2024 and we're gonna go on a motorcycle journey. We've got so many cool bikes to see and so much to talk about, guys. Let's go.
Oh, it is on. Excitement is there. So many bikes. We've got over 2,000 motorcycles here, and we're going to show you some of the absolute best.
We're going to try to do something really special, Cycle Drag. Take a look at this. We're going to try to break a world record. This is the 1972 Kawasaki H2 750 Widowmaker. May be the finest in the world. May set a new world record today. We just talked to Nori, the legendary builder from Southern California, and he's hoping he can eclipse $34,000 on this motorcycle to break a new record. The market is hot for these two-strokes. Anything can happen.
All the top experts and collectors are here. Shout out, good to see you. All different years represented. We'll go all the way back to 1948 with this Riedel Imme. You ever seen one of these? Single-sided swing arm. Take a look at it. Also, just check it out up front. Just one fork leg. Such a unique design. Really a piece of history too. Expected to bring in a whole lot of money here at Mecum Motorcycle Auction. You're talking about $25,000 plus. Here's one of the stalwarts, the iconic 1973 Honda CBR. Now, if you've ever watched my previous Mecum coverage, I know you have, millions of you have, you know the drill. If you ever had one of these motorcycles, if you know anything about these motorcycles, I want you to leave that information in the comments. We get a great chat going down there, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's continue on here with the 50th anniversary of one of the most legendary two-strokes of all time. I'm talking about the 1974 inline-4 reed valve engine TZ 750. What's cool here too is this one's got the fairing off so we can get a good look at the engine. These bikes won Daytona 9 times in a row. They also had a TZ 250. In fact, there's one on the auction block right now. Let's check in. There's a TZ 250. Still going. It's so exciting, guys. It's a bike show. It's a competition. Everything rolled into one. One of our favorite stops of the year. Wow, this one's going the distance. And there comes the hammer price, sold for $6,000. That's what's so cool about this event that happens in the middle of winter. There's not much else going on. It's open to the public. You can take it in as a spectator, or you can be a registered bidder here in person and take a shot of walking away with your dream bike. There's also a worldwide audience, and I can vouch for that because I got buddies in Australia, in the UK that are watching the live stream and bidding. Bidders on the phone, so it is heavy competition here in Mecum. And here's another trend I want to tell you about. Anytime something does well at Mecum, what happens the next year? You see a bunch of them. There are so many Captain America replica Easy Rider choppers here this year because they've done so well the past 2 years. Here's another one back in staging. I've seen at least 6 or 7 of them here this show. We'll see what impact that has on price. So that's one reason why we see ebbs and flows in the market. There's certainly other reasons that we're going to get into, but check this out. Here's what I'm talking about. Yes, it used to be so special when there was just one Captain America replica. Now they're everywhere, Cycle Drag Universe. Come on, we could have a gang of 6 or 7 of us cruising the streets, but still pretty cool bikes. That's not going to help the price though, that's for sure. Along those same lines, see a lot of guys here doing content that weren't here before when Cycle Drag was here many years ago. Shout out to them, I love it. More exposure, the better, but thanks to you, Cycle Drag Universe, for taking these videos over 1 million views. I think you had a hand in that. Speaking of cause and effect, if you watched our coverage last year, you know the big story was Mike Konopacki, our good buddy, getting $50,000 resetting the market for his 1973 Z1. Well, I just spoke to Mike Konopacki. He's here, but guess what? He didn't bring any motorcycles. Why? Because there's about 11 Z1s here, guys. So we will really see what these motorcycles command and what effect that will have on price. Remember, the reason Konopaki's bike got so much is all it takes is two very wealthy, ambitious bidders to get into a war to drive it up. And that's what happened last year. So we'll see what happens now that there are so many more Z1s out here. Still an iconic, legendary bike that I would certainly like to own. If you follow my outlet, you know I have a KZ77, but this is where it all started, the 900 in the year 1973, the New York Steak. Case in point, here is a 1975 Z1-B 900. Z1 was made for 3 years. The most valuable, of course, is the first year, the 73, but these ones can hold their own as well. I've seen a lot of 75s here this year as well. How great is this? What's your name?
I'm Lauren.
And?
George.
Where are you guys from?
Colorado.
Watch Cycle Drag?
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks so much. And are you enjoying this extravaganza?
That's pretty
Absolutely.
cool.
It's the best, guys. Well, thanks so much. We do appreciate it. Always good to see everybody here. It's like a big reunion. I've been coming here for so many years now. It is really cool. It's like a big family reunion. So many friends, so many motorcycle enthusiasts. And I have touted this thing, not to pat myself on the back, but Mecum, a few people have stopped me and said, Jack, we're here for the first time because of you. So that's what hey, it's all about spreading motorcycle goodwill and some good old-fashioned entertainment in the winter. I say it all the time. What else you gonna do in the dead of winter? And earlier I told you the 75 was the last year for the Z1. This is virtually the same bike with some subtle changes. More displacement, of course. It's the 1976 KZ1000. There's also a 1976 Z1000 here, depending on which country you purchased it in. And we would eventually evolve to the Z1-R. 1978 Kawasaki Z1-R. This one sold yesterday. A lot of classic bikes here up for bid. I want to update you too and talk a little bit about what's going on in the motorcycle collector market since our last video, because it is changing. I can tell you, these bikes though, the two-strokes, the classic two-strokes, still on the rise. This is the 1975 Kawasaki H2 750 Triple. They're performing well here. Classic Japanese bikes doing well. The GS hanging in there as well. This is a 1979 Suzuki GS 1000.
We got a 1978 Kawasaki LTD 1000.
2, 3, and 3, 4, 4, 5,
Wow, are you kidding me?
So we get £5,000.
Good Lord. All the collectabilities in the Z1. We're definitely seeing this market soften. Good Lord, I'll buy it right now.
$4,000. 3, 4, 5, 4 minutes, $5,000.
I can't believe it.
6, how did we get down? 6,000. 500, David get here. 6,000. 5 here down. 6,000. 500 down. 600 David get 6 here. 500 David get down. 600. You want to get 55. Last call. 5 hit. 55.
Oh man, what a steal! What a steal! Guys, this market is softening. There's no doubt about it. I don't know why, but
GS6. I already have 55 Brian asking $6,000. Yes. Internet, you're out. You're gonna be $6,000. Tell you what, give me 57.5 right quick. 55.7.5. Yes or no? 55.7.5. Hey, research up. Now $6,000 bid. Now 6. Higher dividend in there. 7.5. $6,000.
okay, we're starting to get a little more reasonable now. Little more reasonable.
$5,700 on the internet.
$5,700, guys. $5,700.
Did I mention a lot of Z1s? Here's another Z1-B. That's what this motorcycle was officially known as in the year 1975.
Don't worry, Chopper fans. We got something for you in this video as well. And yes, I said Chopper fans. I was asking a question this past year. Why are there so many Chopper haters out there? And I gotta say though, the people that drop the hate in the comments with Choppers, you don't represent the majority. There is a silent majority that still loves these bikes. If you don't like them, I understand. You're always welcome to express your viewpoint, but we're seeing a few of them here at Mecum.
This one's pretty cool too, pretty clean. It's got an S&S cycle shovel head engine, soft tail frame, 23-inch front wheel with a Springer front end, and a Screaming Eagle 6-speed transmission, expected to go for about $18,000 here. Choppers still hanging in there.
And if you've been following along with our content recently, you know that the great Jay Leno, the great Paul Tuttle, had a little spat on Cycle Drag about Choppers. Jay Leno says he doesn't really care for them, doesn't like the way they handle, doesn't like the way they perform. Paul Tuttle basically said, hey, there's a seat for every butt. They're not for everybody, so let that debate rage on. You know our view.
We love all motorcycles no matter what and respect your opinion. Drop your opinion down below on choppers. Cool bikes just keep on coming, all different makes. Here's a more moderate Yamaha TZ flat track racer. Here is one that you know we love, the 6-cylinder juggernaut Honda CBX Super Sport. How about the big wheel baggers? Here's a trend that is still hot right now today. Let me know your thoughts on it. We're seeing a few of them here at the auction. How about this one, guys? 32-inch front wheel. This one was actually built in the year 2020. Very modern. They call it Bloody Mary. This thing is trick everything. Fly-by wires. Take a look at the turbocharger down here. This one expected to bring in, are you ready for this? You know, that estimate, it's just an estimate. We don't know if it's accurate or not, but they're hoping for $150,000. Another thing I love is the dichotomy, the diversity of this auction, because we're going to go back 70 years to see the baddest machine in 1952, the Vincent Black Shadow. All different years and makes represented here at Mecum, and we're just getting started. Didn't forget about this, my Triumph friends. We got plenty of Triumphs here as well. This is a 1970 T500C restoration. Brand new tires on this thing. Real piece of history. It is a 490cc 4-speed. Great Triumph here.
Dirt track racer, Kenny Roberts replica.
Here comes the Kenny Roberts replica, guys. Take a shot. Take a shot at her. There we go. Oh, he's looking at you. There you go. There you go. We're going super high on this one already. Wow, guys, look at this. Oh my gosh. Wow. Everybody's going crazy over the TZ this year. Oh, we're still going. Everybody loves the TZ. Of the TZ.
Last call. Was bid at $47,000. 47.
47.
1980 Honda CBX.
And here comes
for the transfers.
1980 CBX. See what it goes for.
30, 30, 30, 20, be on top here, £10, and so we get 10, 10,000, 10, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4,000, 5, 6,
slow start, the 6-cylinder juggernaut.
9, 10, 10,000, 10, give me 10, give me 10, please. 10, 12, 10 to bid, 12, 10 to bid, count 12, 12, you want 12, 10 to bid, 12, 12, 10, 12, 10 bid, 12,000, 12 bid, 11, 12, 11 bid, down 12, 11, 12, 12 bid.
Oh, we've got a few going about.
12,000, 12, 13. Down 13, you got 12 bid, 13, $13,000 you want her, 13, 12 bid, 13, $12,000, David get 13, all right, David get 12,000, David get 13, anybody else here, $13,000.
Here we go.
Reserve's up, 12 bid,
Reserve is up.
Anybody else, 13, all right, David get 12 here, 13, all right, David get 12,000, 13,000, final call, 13,000. So $12,000 on the internet.
Sold it.
There's a lot of strategy here on both sides. Of course, that bike had a reserve, just like on eBay. That is the minimum that the seller will sell it for. If it goes under that, they don't have to sell it, just like we see on eBay, right? But you can also lift the reserve. That's what happened there. And the bike sold. That makes it more attractive to the audience.
Plenty of classic Harleys here as well. It's the 1968 Harley-Davidson FLH. First year for electric start. This motorcycle, beautiful. Expected to bring in about $25,000. It's got a 74 cubic inch 4-speed shovel head. And look at the paint. I mean, you gotta give it to the motor company. They had some of the greatest looking liveries back then. Really good looking classic Harley here.
$20,000 close the bid. The bid goes on.
$70,000 bid goes on. That bagger. How about $120,000 we are at?
115.
Old school board
Restored by one of the
racer.
best.
Checking out this 2008 Harley Davidson Street Glide FLHX. Got an interesting story too. Owned by former Chicago White Sox turned entertainer, the man of many voices, Danny Gans. Very cool. Unfortunately, an injury ended his baseball career. He became an entertainer in Vegas. Now he's got his Harley up for sale.
Oh boy, you're not gonna believe what I just spotted another of. This is getting comical. Guess what's upstairs? No, I'm not showing you the same bike over and over again. It's another 1956 Harley Davidson FLH Captain America chopper. Arguably the most famous chopper of all time, leaving its mark too, by the way. A little bit of oil, that is to be expected with an old school chopper. Man, what are these bikes gonna go for with so many of them here? Now, I told you I also wanted to talk a little bit about what is going on in the motorcycle collector market. I told you last year it was red hot. The last 3 years it's been red hot. Well, now is it finally showing signs of softening? I think yes, in some ways. I was here the first 2 days, and that's when some of the lower end bikes hit the auction block, and they were going for prices that I couldn't believe in many cases, prices that were unheard of 2-3 years ago. So my question is, could it be that abundance of pandemic money finally running out? Maybe things tightening up a little bit here in the election year. I don't know, but I talked to some of my experts yesterday, and they said just because that happened on the first 2 days, don't expect us to not see some crazy numbers for the high-end bikes today and on Saturday. It's something they're seeing over in the car world as well. I think when some of the buyers are chased away and some of the money runs dry, it's not necessarily lower prices we see across the board, but it's just those buyers are a little bit more selective. This happened at the big car auction down in Kissimmee. Mecum told me first couple days was a little underwhelming, and then they ended up breaking records, $255 million of sales. So we'll see what happens here. I do know this though, what comes up must go down, and how many things did we see soar during the pandemic? Houses, collectibles, two things right now that appear to be on the way down. Will motorcycles follow suit? I don't know. I don't want to paint a grim picture because they're still holding their own pretty well. But I think some of the craziness we saw where parts bikes were going for thousands and thousands of dollars, I think that's over. Just like when houses were getting 60 offers over asking, waiving home inspection. I think those two are all tied together. I think the COVID frenzy was just crazy, and I believe that has died down. Let me know your thoughts on all of that down below in the comments. We can have an interesting discussion, but I'll tell you what is red hot. As I told you, that's the 50th anniversary of the TZ. Here's another one. This one is not restored. This one belonged to famous racer Kurt Liebman. Check it out, guys, and this is just how he competed with it back in the 1970s. Take a look. They have not even polished the wheels. They have not cleaned up the rotors. This one has stood the test of time, and some of you might be like, why didn't they polish it out and clean it? Well, this is another one of the interesting aspects of desires that different collectors have. Some people don't want a restored motorcycle. They want to look exactly how it looked in 1979, and as you can see, this one, just as it came off the track way back when. I'll give you a close look into the engine compartment of this classic too. Check out the holes in the clutch cover, the old school Electron carburetors, and here's a look at it once again, guys. Inline 4-cylinder, 2-stroke, so snappy. If you watched our coverage from Two Stroke Bike Week last year, and I invite you to do so, guy showed up at the Dragon Tail with one of these, and it was crazy. So he said it's the fastest, snappiest thing he has ever ridden in his life. Guys, when you talk about rare bikes, here's one I've never seen in person until now, and you know I'm a big Z1 guy. And if you look at this motorcycle at first glance, you might think it is a Z1, but look again, ladies and gentlemen. What's that side cover say? 750, and it's not a KZ 750. It is a Kawasaki Z2. Heck of a story with this motorcycle, guys, as to why it is so rare. 1974 Z2 750, offered only in Japan. So the way that a lot of these got to the United States was servicemen bought them and had them shipped over here. Big shout out to our buddy Bruce Sauer. He did the motor and the carbs on this one. They're so incredibly rare. I'm talking to some of my experts here, and you guys may know better in the comments because it's really hard to find information, but we believe there were about 1,200 to 1,500 of these motorcycles produced. We think there's maybe about 10 of them in the United States, but I don't think there's any in this condition, and because of that, this bike is expected to bring in as much as $95,000. I've heard a lot of buzz about this, a lot of people interested. Take a look, it's different than the 900 too. That's 26 millimeter Mikuni carburetors. Take a look at how the valve cover is different. This is stock, painted black here with the polished end. You also have a blacked out petcock. So there are some noticeable differences for this bike that was offered only in Japan. And do you guys see that? Do you see what's, I gotta give them some love. They're showing Cycle Drag some major love as well. I've been posting it on Facebook to try to drive up the exposure, drive up the bids. We'll see what happens. But is that cool or what, guys? Very, very cool, very awesome. Absolutely love it. Here's something you have to remember too with this bike that has such a rich and storied history. Remember, the competition between Honda and Kawasaki was red hot. The Z1 was initially supposed to be a 750. Well, Honda beat Kawasaki to the punch with a CB750. So that's when Kawasaki took a step back, developed the Z1, said we got to one-up Honda with the 900. But guess what? They still had a lot of blueprints and a lot of R&D into the 750cc engine, and that's another big reason why this one came about. Great to catch up with our resident Z2 expert, Craig Corato. Thanks so much for all the information. Give me a pound over here.
Got it.
This showstopper. I mean, maybe stealing the show because everybody's talking about it. The bike is so rare. Give me your impression of the Z2, if you could.
I think the Z2 is the ultimate machine as far as Kawasaki is concerned. It's rare, it's beautiful. It looks like a Z1, but it's a Z2.
You've been helping me track some of the numbers too, and we don't know exactly, but you're saying only 7 VIN numbers or less in the United States?
I've tracked some of that and by VIN number, and I know there's 7 in the United States, and that's even an old list. And we also have across the world, Australia, different countries where we found those for the Z2s, and maybe 5, 7, something like that here in the US, but nothing like this one here, fully restored.
Well, speaking of Australia too, we're getting a lot of international interest, and this bike very well could go overseas from what we understand, right?
Yes, a lot of hype on it, the internet. This might go as an internet sale. I would like it to sell here so I can shake the person's hand and say, wow, you've got an awesome bike.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the restoration, because it just looks like it's absolutely flawless. I know our buddy Bruce Sauer did the carbs and the engine.
Yep.
Everything else looks perfect, period correct, spot on.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about it.
It's just an awesome restoration. Marcus did a great job. He's 82 years old. Took him 2 years to do this. Today's his birthday.
Yeah, if you're wondering why Marcus isn't in the interview, he's out on the Vegas Strip enjoying himself, so happy birthday, Marcus. We'll catch up with him when this thing goes off.
But the detail that he has done on this, I've supplied a number of parts that he could not get. And it took a lot of research, not going to Japan, but really working the Japanese market to get these things in for him. But even the nuts and bolts with the numbers on them and being vintage correct, he's just a perfectionist.
Well, you had an interesting theory too, that we know the competition between Honda and Kawasaki was just so fierce back then.
Yes.
And Japan couldn't sell a motorcycle over 750 cc's.
Right.
You had an interesting theory. Tell me a little bit more about that, because we know the CB750 was already out. Honda beat Kawasaki to the punch. This New York Steak project would take a step back as they would work on the 900. But what's your theory on the 750 cc limit?
Well, my theory is that there's very much government controlled, and Honda is very strong, maybe more strong than Kawasaki. So when Kawasaki is doing a New York State project, which is the 900, which by the way had Honda parts on it just to disguise it, so they couldn't tell what it was during all the trials. A lot of power, little power struggle maybe, and they said, hey, you couldn't sell anything higher than a 750 here in Japan. And Kawasaki goes, what? Because they're doing this 900 and it's going global. They want to sell in their homeland, so they came up with a little brother, the 750, which was fantastic.
Interesting tale. I wish you guys all the best. We'll see what it goes for, guys. Expected to bring in maybe 6 figures or just a little shy.
That's what we want.
Ooh, it's going to be interesting.
How's it going?
That's a special bike. If you know anything about the Z2, leave it down below. If you know any fans of the Z1 old school Kawasaki's, you got to share this story with them, because that is special. It is all about rare. It is all about unique. So here you go, Harley fans. Can you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4 cylinders. It is a V-quad. It's unbelievable. We got to find out more about this crazy custom build. It is officially a 2021 Nelson Engineering Bagger, 214 cubic inches. It is a monster, guys. 4 cylinders. I'm here with the builder, Mr. Greg Nelson, out of Prescott, Arizona. So good to see you. How in the world do you dream of this? What was the impetus for this?
I was watching all of the biker build-offs back in the 80s, and everybody's building all these fancy chassis and putting the same V-twin engine in. And I thought somebody needs to do something with an engine. I thought, well, I can do that, and I did. Middle of the night thoughts, in the shower, I'm going, well, I could do this, I could do that. You know, that's how it comes up, and you just develop it.
If you can, give me some of the technical data on the engine, how you were able to make this work.
Well, it was complicated at first thinking about it, but then when you get down to the reality, it's simple as the fewest parts possible in the engine to make it simple. I didn't want to machine the whole engine. I had a crankshaft made. I used a crankcase that was already machined. I just made 2 parts in the middle. Rocker drives across the top, everything you can get off the shelf. 1 camshaft, 1 set of push rods, everything else just bolts up. Oil pump, oil filter, clutch, primary drive, all off the shelf parts. That was my goal, to make it simple.
Who did the chassis?
This chassis was built in Vallejo, California by the Chopper guys. A little wider at the bottom to fit the crankcase. It's got a little more of a rake and it's about 1 inch longer than stock.
Very cool, and I see on the tag we're expected to bring in $70,000. You feeling pretty confident about that?
I hope so, because you got to move from one project to the next. I'm building a new Bonneville car, so this is my stuff for a new car.
Great stuff, man. Thanks a lot for showing us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you metric guys are wondering how many cc's is that, 3,507. Got displacement? Yeah, he does. One more interesting fact on this bike. Here is the Chris Rivas dyno sheet. 187 horsepower, about as much as a Suzuki Hayabusa. Pretty wild.
Yeah, don't forget the 227 foot-pounds of torque.
Woo! Hang on. So many motorcycles to see, guys, and I'm going to show you as many as I can. It takes a week to get through all this. Absolutely crazy. 1969 Harley-Davidson Servicar with a custom Coke trailer. This could be a good retirement gig for some of you out there. That sounds cool. Check it out. Here, guys, this is one of our favorites right here. It is a modernized Mecum 490 Gary Quartz. The folks from No Lean, they have done an amazing job. You saw it on Cycle Drag YouTube, so make sure you check out this bike and enjoy it. It's the year of the TZ, fans from all over. What's your name, young lady?
I'm Carrie Lynn.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oceanside, California.
You enjoying it?
Absolutely.
And how about the whole crew over here? You guys enjoying it? It's all about Mecum. Not just bikes either. When you come here to Mecum, road art, video games. Who played this? I dropped so much of my allowance on this machine. Sega, hang on, it was so much fun. Old dealer signs as well. They would look cool in the man cave. And we've got some real special motorcycles coming up, about ready to hit the auction block here in a little bit. We got to check them out. What I love is it's all ages. Are you girls having fun checking out the motorcycles? Yeah. That is so awesome. I think I may have something for you. If you have you been well behaved today? There's a Cycle Drag. That is for you. Cycle Drag sticker. You are very, very welcome. I think sister needs one too. What do you think, sister? Here you go, give me 5 if you can. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you very much, guys. That's what it's all about. Family event. You guys are awesome. You said you need a sticker. I gave all my stickers to all the cute little girls. Hold on. I might have one more. Let me check the back pocket here. Normally at the drag races, I'm locked and loaded.
Nice shop.
What's your name, bud?
Phil Rodriguez.
Where are you from?
Spokane, Washington.
Well, thanks for watching Cycle Drag.
Garage.
Suicide Garage. Thanks for watching Cycle Drag. I want to correct myself from earlier too. I know somebody in the comments called me out. This is the 79 Honda CBX 1000. Previously we saw the 80. That's what I meant to call it. Different liveries, different paint schemes, but here's the way that you know you're never gonna mistake this bike. 6 cylinder. Interesting story with these two is they didn't sell well. It was overkill back then. They're more collectible now. They're more desirable now, but did not sell well in the year 1979. That's why they didn't have a very long history. Guys, when it comes to this show, I'll tell you, get your popcorn out. We still got a lot more to see. The Vincent Vincent Black Shadow is up there that we saw earlier, guys.
$80,000. Anybody else?
We're at $80,000 up.
So, 77
for the Vincent Black Shadow. I told you all the top motorcycle fans are here. That's my man Barry from Storage Wars. It's an absolute pleasure to see this man. We normally see him at Pomona. Barry Weiss of Storage Wars. Barry, what are you seeing here? You got your eye on anything? Everything.
Man, there is such cool stuff here. It is the people that show up from all over the world once a year. So it's only 4 hours from LA. I'm headed back because I got to go to Supercross.
Oh, you're going to enjoy that. Well, I know you know how to find deals. Are there any deals here? Or is everything priced a little too high?
No, there's always deals.
My man.
You got to watch the deal.
You're the man. Enjoy. We'll see you at Pomona. Enjoy Supercross, guys. He's the one and only Barry.
I will see you at Pomona.
See you at Pomona.
Here's the paint pound under bid and a half. Anybody else at 13, 14, you're out there.
I'm seeing Barry, guys. What a character. He gave me something too. He gave me this 5 years ago at Pomona. He always carries these. All right? And then you step on it with your foot. What do you think's inside it? It is a, let me say this in a very correct, subtle way. It's a gentleman's prophylactic is what is in there. He said, you know what it is. What a character. He's hilarious. 1935 BMW R17. Here's one Barry is not going to get a deal on because this fine gentleman right here, one of our many helpers at Mecum, he is holding what very well could be a $200,000 motorcycle. It's just about ready to hit the auction block, and we will see what it brings in. Last year, the Black Forest BMW collection did very, very well here. We'll see what this machine does. Absolutely amazing condition.
Motorcycle with very deep documentation, sold on a bill of sale, restored in Germany 10 years ago. Display purposes only, in running condition.
And somebody gets $200,000.
Oh.
Somebody gets $200,000. Somebody gets $150,000. You have $140,000. Somebody gets $50,000. Somebody gets $60,000. Somebody gets $70,000. I have $70,000. Somebody gets $70,000. Somebody gets $70,000. Somebody gets $70,000. Somebody gets $67,000. I have $60,000 bid. Put a $70,000. $80,000.
Oh my goodness, guys.
I have $80,000. You're going to get $90 bid. You're going to get $90. You're going to get $85. I have $80 bid. Make it $580. You're going to get $85. $90. At $90 bid. You're going to get $95. At $90 bid. You're going to get $95. $100. $100 bid. Here. You're going to get $100 bid. You're going to get $95 and $100. I have $95 bid. You're going to get $100 here. $100 bid. You're going to get $95 and $100. I have $95 bid. $100. I have $95,000. You're going to get $100,000. You're going to get $100. I have $95 bid. You're going to get $100. At 95 bid, you're going to get 100,000. You're going to get 95 and 100.
We made it to 100.
95,000 bid. Anybody else? 100,000. Close the bid at 95,000.
Didn't make it there. Didn't make it there. Return not met. Return not met. That one's supposed to go for about $200,000. Only got about halfway. Right behind it too, a 1929 BMW R62. This one could be a six-figure bike as well.
$100,000 bid, 180. You're going to get 80 bid. You're going to get 80. At 80,000, you're going to get 50,000. You're going to get 50. You're going to get 10. You're going to get 20. You're going to get 30. At 30 bid, you're going to get 30. You're going to get 25 and 30. I have 25 bid. You're going to get 30. Put it at 30 bid. You're going to get 35. 30's bid. You're going to get 35,000. You're going to get 30 bid. You're going to get 35. At $1,000 bid, and you're going to get $35,000 for it. At 35, 40. At 40, get 45 bid. You're going to get 5, 50. 50 bid, you're going to get 50, you're going to get 50, you're going to get 50, put it at 50 bid, you're going to get 50, 55, 55, 50 bid, you're going to get 55, I have 50 bid, you're going to get 55 bid, you're going to get 55, 55, 50,000, 55, 60, at 60, 60, 65, I have 60 bid, you're going to get 65, I have 65,000, you're going to get 5 bid, you're going to get 65, 70, at 70 bid, you're going to get 70 bid, you're going to get 75, at 75, the reserve is off. The reserve is off. 75. You're out 80. 75 bid. You're going to get 80. I have 75 bid. You're going to get 80 bid. You're going to get 80. You're going to get 75 80. Sold 75,000.
Sold it for 75. That one sells, one doesn't. Like I said, guys, it's very hard to predict what will happen here. Comes another chopper about to hit the auction block as well. We'll see what this one brings in. Take a look at this beauty. We could do something special today because this gem, this 1972 restored Kawasaki H2 750 could break a world record. These come out of the collection of famous builder Nori Miyata from Southern California. He's looking to eclipse $34,000. That's the goal. Very interesting too. Take a look at the other one that he has. He used some creativity. He put a Kawasaki ZX6 front end, wheels, SV650 swing arm on the end. It's a hot rod. It's not original. Will that cost him in terms of value? We're about to find out because they're about to hit the auction block. He's also got a Z1-B finally restored. He's hilarious. He's from Japan. He told me, these are his words, not mine. He said, and I quote, "I don't want to go home with a chopstick up my rear end." He wants to make sure he gets to about 34 on that one and about 20 apiece for these. Let's see what he can do. How about this 1980 Mecum Works 6 Days bike? It'll be interesting to see what this motorcycle commands. As I've mentioned on here, race bikes don't always tend to do well, but you never know. Only takes two to make this thing go to the moon. Mecum time, guys. Here we go. What's it going to bring in? Let me know what you think down below.
6 Days Bike 501. Got a special radical 501cc barrel. Unrestored original in as-is race condition.
Somebody get 25,000, anybody get 20 bid, anybody get 5,000, anybody get 6,000, anybody get 7, at 8,000, anybody get 8 bid, anybody get 9,000, anybody get 8 bid, 9. I have 8,000, anybody get 9,000, anybody get 9 bid, anybody get 8 bid, anybody get 9. I have $8,000 bid, anybody get 9,000, anybody get 10,000, anybody get now 10, anybody get 9,500, at $9,500 bid, anybody get 95 bid, anybody get 8,500 is the bid, 95. 85. Anybody give $9,000 for that as raced bike? At 9,000, anybody give 8, anybody get 9, anybody give 8,000, anybody get 9,000, anybody give 8,500. The last call. $8,500. $8,500. Anybody give 5, anybody give 85. Zach, I have you in the back, right? At 7,500, right? Did I have you inside? Oh. Oh boy.
A little bit of a discrepancy.
Okay, folks, so this is my first weekend ever doing this. How you doing?
Uh-oh.
Every now and then, you feel very alone here. I'm glad you're standing beside me, Bob. You have to take half the heat on this.
I'm here for you, Jim.
Okay, so you weren't 7,500. Would anybody give 7,500? Would anybody give $5,000?
Whoa.
Would anybody take it if I give you $5,000? Right there.
Not sure what happened.
Jordy, give him $5,000. Oh, I'm not going to pay you because I've got $5,000 offered on the internet. $6,000. $5,000 is the bid. Anybody get $6,000 for it? $5,000. Anybody get $6,000? Reserve is off. $6,000.
Oh, they pulled the
Anybody get
reserve.
$6,000?
Wait a minute.
Just what were you waiting on?
What? Where are you waiting? Miss the do not delay speech.
It's a strange one here, guys.
Holy cow. 6, 7, 65, 7,000. $7,500
on site.
75, which I believe is what I was begging for. When you all sat there and looked at me like, what you gonna do now? You wanna give 7,500?
We got some on-site. Uh-oh.
$8,000 to you. I'll tell you what you guys do. Take that bike down the ramp. Yeah, I've had enough of it. $8,000 last call. 8,000. You know what? Don't take it down the ramp. Just stay there. 8,500
What
to you.
in the world?
8,500. No? Sold. $8,000 short Boswell.
Got it. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Here till midnight.
Congratulations.
F-168 at 35.
It's so exciting out there. It's just amazing, too, to see the different ebbs and flows and the discrepancies and what can happen. I want to come back here in staging, though, because I've got some great stories to tell you about some remarkable motorcycles. And I'm gonna start with these two, perhaps the greatest, most legendary two-stroke of all time. This is the 1972 Kawasaki Widowmaker, the one that started it all, the H2 750. It is beautiful, restored by Nori. He's very, very popular out of Southern California. We'll take a look at this other one that he has brought. This is a total resto mod, resto rod. I bet it handles and performs a whole lot better because it's got ZX6 wheels, suspension. So what is really, really admirable about this is I'm surprised Nori did a build where he deviated from original. Let me explain that. We know in this condition, this is where it is worth the most. Everybody wants everything just as it came from the factory, maybe a little shinier in some cases, but what we see back there is certainly not from the factory. So the story here could be Nori just wanted to build something different and wasn't overly concerned with value, or maybe it just started as a parts bike and this is what he had laying around. So it'll be interesting to see what this brings in. We'll be able to see a side-by-side comparison of the value of the 1972 H2 750 and then this 1972 hot rod. It is awesome, guys. Take a look at it. I want to know, what do you think it'll bring in? Let's back up for a second, too, and tell the story of this motorcycle. We've done it before here on Cycle Drag, but some of you are new viewers, and some of you may have something to add in the comments. Guys, this is a 3-cylinder, 2-stroke motorcycle. That is why it is called a triple. 3 cylinders, 3 exhaust chambers, 3 carburetors. Legendary. Back in the early 70s, the baddest thing on the road was the 2-strokes. Now, Kawasaki could see the writing on the wall. They knew 2-strokes weren't gonna last forever, and that is why they were working on the motorcycle you see behind this one, and that is the Kawasaki Z1. There's another Z1-B. We'll see what that goes for, by the way. But again, a closer look at this one. I wanna show you all of these modern parts. Now, what's interesting here too is I talk a lot about value. You know, here's the key. A lot of you out there, and I know I'm speaking to you, you don't really care about value. What's important is it's a motorcycle that you love. You know, my dad is a perfect example of that. He loves making modifications, and I think that is great. I have motorcycles that I've modified. I have some that I'm keeping bone stock, but if this is the way somebody out there prefers it, hey, who cares if it hurt the value at all? And I will say this, it might greatly improve the handling, because I'm not exactly sure how much testing they were able to do and really dial in the suspension with this chassis and this old school setup, but you gotta believe it might be better than this. The great Jay Leno in his video though, he said that these bikes were known to ill handle, but he thought that the myth was worse than reality. I've ridden one before, and I gotta say, not terrible, but it has a power band that will kick in and just chatter your teeth and throw you right off the back of the seat. That's why it was called the Widowmaker. You had to be skilled to ride it. It was not the motorcycle you wanted to go to your Kawasaki dealership and buy if you were a complete rookie, a complete novice, but we say that today too, you know? A ZX-14, an H2, a Hayabusa, not the type of motorcycle you want to jump on if you have no prior experience. That was certainly the case for these H2s. Which one do you like better? Let me know down below in the comments. Guys, I don't have to speculate. I don't have to ask these questions because I found the legendary Nori and Mac. Thank you, Nori and Mac, out of SoCal. Met you guys here like 6 years ago. You're always known for some of the best classic Japanese motorcycles. First off, I gotta say congrats. Mike Conopaghi just told me that may set the bar for the H2 like he set the bar for the Z1. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, I hope so, you know, like, but you don't know, auction is kind of a weird thing, every year different.
Okay, so here's I'm so glad you're here because I was speculating and asking questions to myself and my audience, and I think it's so admirable you built this hot rod over here. But as we know, you probably leave a little bit of money on the table. Maybe, who knows? But is that something you built just because you said, hey, I don't care, I want to build it as cool? Or did you not have enough parts to build a complete one? What was the answer?
It's kind of a little bit of both. We have a motor from, like last 5 years just sitting in the corner of the shop, and we have a frame and another storage units, and try to look for the original frame and motor, whichever, but we couldn't find it. And also, I kind of intention to build something different.
Something different,
yeah.
How many miles you got on it?
about 2.
All right, so we don't have too much of an example. We don't have too much of a road test, but I was wondering, with the H2 being known as ill handling, how much did the ZX6 parts improve?
Yeah, this is Mecum's test riding here.
It steers a little quicker because the steering angle's cheaper, and it stops way better than they ever did.
Yes.
And it feels pretty good, but I didn't really have a chance to put it through its paces. The last thing I want to do is take it out and splash it.
Okay. And speaking of, there she goes. Like, this is behind the scenes excitement. This is what it feels like. A man with a white gloves just took your bike away. So I got to ask both of you, what numbers are we looking for? What would make you happy on the H2 and H2 hot rod?
Wow. I don't know, like maybe over 30 or something.
30 for the H2 original. What do you think for the hot rod?
Almost the same if you can.
You think so? Okay. So see, I'm saying you're leaving money on the table, but maybe you're not. Maybe you're not, right?
Yeah,
Is there
auction,
a mark?
you never know.
Yeah, well, this is Vegas. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Wish you guys all the best. You're awesome. If anybody wants a build off you, how can they get a hold of you? You got a website or anything?
Yeah.
What is it?
VintageJabs.com.
Check it out. Maybe hit you up. Thanks a lot,
All right.
Nori. Do appreciate it. We'll see what he gets, guys. Matt, great job, guys. See you guys. There is the Pac-Man, Mike Konopacki. He set the bar last year with the Z1. Will Nori set the bar this year with the H2? We're about ready to find out. What do you think? How much do you think that H2 is going to bring in?
I think it'll do 35.
35. We'll see. Now, guys, Nori's also got this Z1-B. I told you, he does a lot. He does a lot. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I hope you can feel the excitement at home, guys. This behind the scenes access. This is what we do in Cycle Drag. This is staging. We didn't talk much about the 1970 CB either. This is Nori's as well. 4 bikes. He has worked all year to produce these motorcycles, to restore these motorcycles, and now the moment of truth. What are they going to bring in? Let's find out. There it is, guys. So let me know in the comments which one's going to go for the most. I think I know already. Put you to the test though. Let's have some fun with this. 1970 CB750, 1972 Kawasaki original H2 750, the hot rod. You heard him moments ago. They think it may go for about the same. And then, of course, another 1975 Kawasaki Z1-B. Comes Nori's first bike.
1970 Honda CBX.
See how he does.
Yeah.
We're starting high.
So get $5,000, $5 here down 7 down 7 down 10. 10 10 down 12 here down 12. 10 12 12 15 15 16 down 16 down 16 17 reserves off. 16 17
reserves off.
17 I got 16 down 17 and 16 bit 17 and
Nori's got to be happy with that.
Help. 16 down 17 here down 17 down 17. That bike's for sale. I got 16 on the internet. 17 ordered. Anybody else at 17,000 under minute and a half. 16 ordered on the internet.
Here we go, guys. We could reset the market on an H2, trying to get to 34,000. Nori Miyata, out of SoCal, originally from Japan. He's the restoration expert. Slow start. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Reserve is off.
25 under down 5. No, give me 25. I got 22 already. 25. 500 down 5. If you want to get 23, so you get 2, 3, 5 down 5. 23 to bid. 25 down 7 to bid. 30. 30 down 30. 30
Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Let's. Oh! We did it. We did it! Nori set the record! Where's he at? That's a new record for the H2! Holy, look at this! Oh my gosh, guys, we're still going! We're still going! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Oh, Nori, new world record! New world record! There it is, baby! Alright, let's see how the hot rod does. You're going to lose some value when you make it less original.
20, 20, you want to get 20,000. Hit 20, higher to get down to 20, higher to get 20, hit 20, higher to
Not
get
bad.
down.
It's got ZX6 wheels, SV650 swing arm.
20,000 on bid, higher to get 20, higher to get down 20, higher to get 20, 20, 20,000, higher to get 20, 20, higher to get down to 20, hit 20,000, higher to get 20, bid, higher to get 20, 20, higher to get down to here, down 17, down 20, higher to get down 20, higher to get down 20, bid, higher to get 20, down 2, higher to get.
Oh, we're still going. We're not done yet.
I got 20 online. 21. What do we 21, sir? 21. 21. 21. Iron David get here 1,000. Iron David bond. 21,000. Sir, just give 21. Don't get mad. Just give 21. You want to get 21? 21. You be mad at the dealer, not me. 21. 21,000. Last call. 2021. $20,000 on there.
Hey, $20,000. Not what he was hoping for, but we kind of saw that one coming. Let's see how he does with the Z1-B.
What you want to get on the you just want to get 20 and beat to chase 20.
This is Nori's final motorcycle.
10, 12, 12,000, 15, 15 to bid, 15,000.
Look at this.
17,000.
Moving at a brisk pace.
16, 17. Whoop, I got 16 here first. You're going to be 17 or you're going to be 17. 17. Remember what happened when you waited last time? Get 17. Iron David get 17. Iron David get 17. Iron David now 18. And now 18. The reserve is off. The bikes for sale. We got 17 to bid, 18. Iron David else at 18. He got 17, 18. You got 17 pound on now, 18 pound on the last call. David else at $18,000. Iron David get 17 or 18 or 18 and a half. Last call.
$17,000. Nori breaks the record on an H2. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta give him a new world record, guys. $41,000 for that beautiful H2. Congratulations. How you feeling right now, Nori?
Yeah, it's good on that bike for sure.
No chopsticks up the rear end on that one.
But the second bike with the custom bike was kind of half, chopstick is kind of halfway to a little bit on my head, maybe 4 inches off.
Man, I'm so happy for you though, because averaged out, you guys did very, very well. Little surprising at the end with the Z1-B.
Right.
Seems like the market may be getting a little soft on some of that stuff.
Yeah, there's so many of them on here, so you know, every year is a little different.
But you got to be tickled to death with the H2. Nobody at Mecum has ever sold one higher than that. My friend, you are a new world record holder. What are you guys going to do to celebrate tonight? Special dinner?
I don't know. We got go-kart racing going on.
Go-kart racing. Awesome job, guys. Congratulations. How about it? Let's hear it for him. Nori getting it done with his buddy Mac. New world record for the H2. So got a great looking 1977 XLCR and a 78 XLCR over here. It's attracted a big crowd. Excuse me, sir. That's right. It has attracted a big crowd. Now, the unfortunate part we got to talk about here, Tony, who owns these beauties, sometimes you bring the bikes to Mecum and you take the bikes home because they just...
And sometimes they just don't sell. They don't meet their reserves, so then you got to make up your mind if you're willing to take a loss and move on. I'm not.
How far were you off?
About $8,000.
Okay, well, hey, better luck in years to come. Hopefully the market will improve, and you got some beautiful bikes here, guys, so wish them well. You know, we just watched the H2 break the record, but not everything is commanding big money. What have we learned so far, guys? And this is what we predicted in the beginning of this video, that the market may be down in some instances, but we're still breaking world records. So for the creme de la creme, the top echelon bikes, the money is still there. And I think that was very evident with Nori's collection. Breaks a record with his H2, and then the other two fall short of his expectations. Sometimes very, very tricky to figure out this market, isn't it? Very tricky, but congratulations to him. And guys, check this out. They have a whole system of how they get the bikes back downstairs. They actually put them in the elevator. Can't do that at a car auction, not with a standard size elevator, but that's what they're doing right here at South Point. Take a look, guys. One at a time in the elevator. That's how they get them down. That's pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but I think it would be cool if we could do this all the time. Take bikes inside the elevator. They've been doing this here at South Point for a long time. They have the system perfected. Think about this in years prior too. You really have to have all your I's dotted and T's crossed from a Mecum standpoint, because there's a whole lot of responsibility with these very expensive motorcycles quickly changing ownership, and Mecum guarantees you they will be safe. There's a process too where they watch who's coming in to pick up the bikes, because some of these bikes $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. things can go wrong. The wrong people can get in, but Mecum has a handle on that. Hey, and I found the birthday boy. Well, birthday boy, did you have a good time on the strip?
Absolutely fantastic.
Okay, beautiful.
Place.
Beautiful. I think I have good birthday news for you, by the way, too. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, I'm excited.
They just broke a world record for the H2.
Oh, wow.
41,000 for an H2.
Wow, now that's some money.
Yes.
Now, that was probably the 72 blue one.
Yes, it was.
There you go.
So what I'm thinking, though, is that's showing special bikes are going very high.
Well, I hope they realize that, and I hope it just goes up, and I walk home happy.
I love it. And are you happy after your time on the strip? You had a good time there?
Absolutely. My sons wore me out, and my buddy Joey, and we just walked and different hotels and got to see places, because it's been 50 years since I've been here. And the hotel sizes now blow you away.
Yes, they do. Well, happy birthday, and I hope you hit the jackpot here when this thing hits the auction block. Shout out to the Mecum broadcasting team over here as well, our good buddies. In the meantime, let's keep on doing what we're doing, and that is finding the most impressive motorcycles we can. How about a 1948 Harley Triple? Absolutely love what you'll see here at Mecum. This is where you really got to look closely and read all the tags, because you might say, oh, there's a WR450. Hey, we've seen those, Jack. But no. This one, very, very special. 2004 WR450 FS 2-track. It is one of only 250 built. It is believed to be the only one in the United States. And what have we told you about rare? Because of that, expected to go for upwards of $20,000. There's the TZ without the fairing.
At 20,000, you're gonna get 20 bid, you're gonna get 20 here, you're gonna get 20 bid. I have 920, now one, 20's a bid, 21. I have 20 bid, you're gonna get 21,000.
50th anniversary of the TZ, guys.
You're gonna get 21, 2, 3, 4, 24,000. You're gonna get 4 bid, you're gonna get 4, you're gonna get 24.
Just when you think it's over,
you're gonna get
we
4
keep
bid,
climbing.
here, you're gonna get 24, 5. At 25,000, you're gonna get 24 the bid.
We thought this was over. Oh, he's got, could it be the hammer?
Oh, 26,
no, we're
25,
still going.
26,000 bid, you're gonna get 6, 7, at 27, at 27,000, you're gonna get 7, you're gonna get 7, you're gonna get 7, you're gonna get 7, you're gonna get 27.
Oh, that could be it.
28.
No.
Or 30.
Oh my gosh.
28,000 or 30,000. You're going to get 28 or 30. I have 28, 29, 29. Internet or 30 bid. 29 or 30. At 30 bid, you're going to get 30. 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 You're going to get 30,000. You're going to get 2. At 30 bid, you're going to get 32,000. You're going to get 2.
Wow.
30 bid, you're going to get 32.
Competition
at 30
is
bid,
on.
you're going to get 32,000. 31, 32, 32, 32. Go 2. You're going to get 2. 3. At 33, you're going to get 3 bid. You're going to get 3. At 33,000, you're going to get 3 bid. You're going to get 3. You're going to get 3. You're going to get 33. At 33, yeah, 4, 5,
Holy
35,
moly,
35,000. You're going to get 35. I have 34. You're going to get 5
Where
bid.
is
You're
this
going to
thing
get 35,
gonna end?
6, 7, 8, 38.
We thought we were done.
8 bid. You're going to get 8, 38, 40.
The crowd loves
bid. You're
it.
going to get 40.
The crowd
At 40
loves
bid.
it.
You're
Oh
going
my
to
gosh.
get 40. You're going to get 40.
There it
At
is.
40,
There it
39 is the bid. 41, 41, 41, 41, 41,000. You're going to get 41. At 41,000.
Could be an international bidder.
At 41
Could be
bid, you're
Chris
gonna get
Nitro
41.
Voodoo Matheson.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I got a funny feeling
been
that's
doing
an
this a long
international bidder. What is going
You
on?
put him in 40 and he's only 39. I wish I was 39 again. How about you? Yeah, I'd take 39 again. 39, internet, your turn, 40. 39 bid, you're going to get 40. I have 39,000. How about you, George? You want back? 40. 39 bid, you're going to get 40. So, $39,000.
$39,000. Unbelievable, guys. TZ, they do have the fairing for it, by the way. You don't have the fairing on it right now. 50th anniversary, there's about 4 or 5
you're going to get 30, you're going to get 20, you're going to get 20, you're going to get 10, you're going to get 10, you're going to get 5,000, you're going to get 7,000, at 8,000, put it in 9 bid, you're going to get $10,000, now 12. I have 10 bid, you're going to get 12,000, you're going to get 10,000.
You know, the V-Rod is one of our favorite bikes. We wished it was still made. Great motorcycle. Well, here's one that is totally tricked, totally custom. Let me know your thoughts on it. It's got the big fat tire on the back, custom swing arm, and this one they're hoping brings in up to $20,000. But what have we learned about these custom bikes? Could be dreaming, because sometimes these modifications don't help the final hammer price. We found that out very plain and clear with those H2s. And again, I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm not saying it's not somebody's dream bike. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to it. I think it's awesome. We're just talking about if you're looking to get top dollar, these modifications can hurt you. But a lot of people don't care how much their bike is worth. They just want something that means a lot to them, and I think that's cool too. Guys, I gotta show you this too. We visited this earlier, but take a look at it. What an oddity. 2100cc machine. It was originally built in Florida. I finally got a chance to ride it. I gotta say, it's not as uncomfortable as I thought. You're definitely in the attack position, the drag race position. Here's what I'm really surprised about. I thought it was going to be super heavy. If you've ever hoisted a KZ engine, you know how heavy it is? It's not heavy, guys. It's not that bad. Wow. This thing's cool, man. And it rolls pretty nice, too. I will say that. 2100cc KZ. Gosh, this thing is awesome. You just said it best, right? What's it cost to build it, huh? It's like drag bikes. Unfortunately, guys, this is what we see with drag bikes. You get pennies on a dollar back. Everybody wants them the way they came from the factory, but that'd be a pretty cool bike to roll around Florida on. I know that 100%. Shout out my man Jason from Mecum. Awesome, does a great job. You just looked up with your phone. This motorcycle, $11,000 is what it brought in. We would have thought a little bit more, but what does that say again? Custom does not always bring in top dollar, but there's no denying it's cool. What do you think?
It's awesome. Paint job, 2 engines.
Something to see, very different.
Still going strong here.
Long day, long weekend at these auctions, but Cycle Track, how's your energy? Are you still with me? Are you still enjoying it? You want to go the distance? If you can't finish this video in one setting, make sure you come back to it, because we're not done yet. We still got so many motorcycles to see and stories to tell. We've got another V4 2006 Brewhart V4. Check it out, guys. Pro Street Chopper. This thing is clean. Expected to bring in about $60,000. And is that awesome or what? Look at the body work. Look at the livery. Sharp looking motorcycle right here that has attracted a whole lot of attention. 73, we'll see if all H2s stay hot. They got a lot of momentum on their side. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh my goodness!
I got 32 to bid, 33, he's all done. 32, 33.
32,000 for a 73 H2. I'm calling it. Next year, you will see more H2s here than you have ever seen before. Let the builds begin. Let the restorations begin. Wow. The 2-strokes are staying hot, and that includes this 1986 RG 500 Walter Wolf edition. This thing's in fantastic condition, guys. These are cool bikes. I talk about how the H2 is probably the most famous and most desirable 2-stroke ever. This one is not far behind. This was Suzuki's finest 2-stroke, if you ask me, and these things go for big money. In excess of $30,000, this one's expected to go for. Something cool too, talking about resto rods. Hey, it's a 1973 Z1-900, or is it? Let's take a closer look. All right, where do we begin? If you know your Z's, Lester Mags. Okay, that wasn't on a 73. Steel braided brake lines, that wasn't on a 73. Mikuni radial flat slide carburetors, a KZ1000 engine. It looks like a J model head, I believe. We've got the side cover carved out a little bit, Vance and Hines exhaust, Lester's on the back. So what is the bottom line here, guys? No, this is not a 73 just because it has on the 73 clothing, but it still looks cool. It's a resto rod. Based on what happened to the H2 earlier, you know it's going to take a big dip in value, but maybe this is one you just go ride. Big shout out to Pingle. It's got the Pingle petcock on, the best petcock in the world. I've got a Pingle petcock on my motorcycle, and I love this one. Did I mention I have a Pingle Petcock on mine? Shout out Wayne and Don. I know they watch all our videos. They're awesome. Get your Pingle products. You too can pass more gas with the best fuel valve out there. So thoughts on this motorcycle as well. I mean, there's the custom seat. I think just by virtue of adding the 1973 Z1 livery, you bring the value up. If this bike was, let's say, a custom airbrush paint job, it wouldn't be nearly as valuable, but it looks like a 73 and it's got some upgrades. It is a cool motorcycle. I want to know your thoughts on it down below. Whoa, found some really old Harleys too. Take a look at this one, 1930 Harley-Davidson DL Twin. Wow, Survivor. 45 cubic inches, oversized headlight, 3-speed, hand shift and foot clutch. Expected to go for about $35,000. Right next to it, we have a 1928 Harley-Davidson Model B single. Real piece of history here, guys. It's when the motorcycles looked a little bit more like bicycles than they did today's motorcycles. Shout out to the riders of yesteryear. It's got a 21 cubic inch side valve, single cylinder engine, 3-speed, hand shift and foot clutch. It is restored. This one being sold on a bill of sale. Also expected to bring in about $30,000. That's just the estimate. What we've learned, like we learn every year, those estimates are just that. They're guesses. Here's one that they think will go for $40,000. It's older. This one right here is a 1921 Harley-Davidson Model F Twin. As you can see, this one has stood the test of time. 61 cubic inch IOE V twin engine. Check it out, guys. Also 3-speed hand shift and foot clutch. Had to hand shift these motorcycles way back in the day. 1928 Harley-Davidson right here, right next to it. We've got a 1917 Harley-Davidson. We have come a long way. How far have we come? I don't know. Let's take a look at this 2004 Harley-Davidson Bagger CSE. Top of the line brakes, tires. Yeah, I don't think the one from the early 1900s had audio either. I don't think it had heated grips. We are spoiled today, motorcycle riders, absolutely spoiled. Yeah, I think we made some improvements to the motorcycles. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, Harley-Davidson Bagger fans, they're spoiled. They just keep on coming. How about a Bultaco Hill Climb Bike? Gonna put this in the same category though as those custom bikes. Race bikes, not gonna bring in as much money, but they are sure cool. As we take a look at what is back here. 1962 Lido 500 motocross. Oh boy, we got a motorcycle down. Yikes. Ups a daisy. Ups a daisy. It happens. You just gotta be careful, you know. It's unfortunately they're doing the best they can when you're dealing with 2,000 motorcycles. Uh-oh. When I say you'll see everything, you will. How about a 2007 CR250? Didn't know that was a collectible motorcycle just yet. My goodness, I'll take that thing in the woods and have some fun with it. He's having some fun with my man over here. I told him at least if he drops that one, he knows he's probably, oh, yeah. Some of them, I'd much rather drop that one than $200,000 BMW that we saw earlier. This one's used to being dropped, and I can buy a new fender if we need to. Whew. Crazy. Old school ATK. There you go. Fine job, young man. There you go. Keep up the good work. You got it. You got it. Some more motorcycle art at the auction, and this is where they all end up when it's time to put them away. A lot of them stacked. Imagine if your garage or basement looked like this. I don't think any of you would be opposed to that. 1921 Douglas, just under 3 horsepower, and as my friends from the Antique Motorcycle Club of America said, you don't see many of these in the United States, do you?
Oh no.
Very cool.
Love to have this one.
Yes. Who wouldn't? Well, we'll see. It's about ready to hit the auction block. My man Yoshi, you might have the coolest outfit. Old school Harley sweater, the leather pants. You're ready to go, Yoshi. Thanks so much, man. Enjoy. Well, guys, look who I found. Everybody's here at the Mecum Motorcycle Auction. My good buddy Sean Kurt from Bikes and Beards, absolutely killing it on social. Welcome to, I can't believe, your first Mecum Motorcycle Auction in Vegas.
First one in Vegas. First real Mecum Motorcycle Auction. It's a blast. Also, this is open to the public.
Yeah. Yes. What else you gonna do in January, right?
I normally go to dealer auctions, which they treat people awful. Mecum's pretty nice.
Very cool, man.
Open to the public. Anyone can come here and buy. You just gotta pay a couple bucks to get in the door.
And look at all these slips. Like, did you bring a trailer? Did you bring Trailer Swift? Is that what you call it?
Trailer Swift.
Trailer Swift is here.
Flew here.
Oh, you flew here.
I don't know how many of these bikes back.
So you're gonna be talking to Daily Direct then, probably
I'm
about
talking to
some
someone.
shipping to.
I gotta get like. I didn't think I was gonna buy as many. I bought like 10. No, I bought 12 bikes.
Oh my god.
So very excited about it. To be on the channel.
Can't wait to see it.
And keep on watching Cycle Drag. He's crushing it.
Thank you.
A lot of great videos coming out of this guy.
It's so cool that we were able to get together 4 years ago now at your shop in Landisville and do a video on the KZ 1000.
Yeah, how's that bike doing?
It's doing really good, man. I need you to ride it now because it's a lot better. The brakes are a lot better. I felt bad when he rode it. I was like, watch these brakes. They were a little spungy. My buddy who runs Top Fuel Motorcycle put on Top Fuel fittings with a new line. This thing stops on a dime now.
There's a turbo high boost over there. Put your name on it.
Might have to steal your bidding card and send you some money, maybe. So
I might have to buy it.
I was responsible. I'm only media right here. That's how I can control myself. Or I would have had 3 already. So.
Yeah, I'm just not responsible. Not being responsible today.
Amen. Well, thank you guys. Check out Bikes and Beers. He's the man. More coming from Mecum. I know you guys love Mecos. Take a look at this. This is a 1999 Mecum 500, 5-speed. It's got even a better story. Are you ready for this? One of only 5 imported into the United States. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous motorcycle. Take a look, guys. A true piece of history that is up for bid here at the Mecum Motorcycle Auction, South Point Casino, Las Vegas, Nevada. You know that anytime you get a 1 of 5 and the motorcycle is this rare, it's going to go for top dollar. So we'll see what the hammer price is here at Mecum. I want to know too, what would you put it away for safekeeping, put it in the living room, or would you take it out and hammer it? I know some of you say, I don't care, I would still ride the thing. It is a gorgeous bike. Beautiful. Mecum. Here comes some bikes out of Kent Rich's Airtech collection, including that Harley Dragbike we posted on Cycle Drag. These ones belong to him as well. Let's see how he does. Let's cross our fingers for Kent of Airtech, the pro stock motorcycle legend, the bodywork legend, the streamlining legend. We'll see what he can bring in. Here we go.
From the Kent Rich's collection.
Kent Rich's.
1987 Honda CBR600F with a 5-speed sold on the reserve.
20, sir. $4,000. Now 40.
We got one coming from back there.
$5,000.
All right, Kent.
$555. So $5,000.
$5,000. There's one motorcycle.
Rich's collection 2001 Kawasaki ZX-7R with a 4-cylinder 6-speed.
This thing's clean.
Yes, sir.
And up next will be the Harley Dragbike. Sold. Here comes the Harley Dragbike. Come on, Kent.
Harley Davidson Dragbike V-Twin with a 4-speed sold on a bill of sale for display purposes only. No reserve.
No reserve. 20. And somebody get 20. Somebody get 10,000. Yeah, 10. Here down 10. Harley get 10,000. Harley get 10. Somebody get $5,000. 5,000.
Here we go. We got 5.
Harley get 2. Harley get 2 pounds.
Oh, we don't have 5. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
3,000.
Lisa, we might have to buy it. Jump in, Lisa.
No, thank you.
Right up in the second row, blue shirt, 4, 5. All right, let me get forward, and get down 6. Now $600, sir. All right, let me get down 6 here.
Wow.
All right, let me get $600. Yep, right there. All right, let me get here.
Okay.
There he is. All right, let me get here 55. Running at 55, sir. And down $600 bid. All right, let me get down 500 down 6. It's 6. All right, let me get down $600 bid. I get 55. 6 down 5. Down 65. And $500 bid. 185. I get $600 in the video, so $6,500 bid. It's $500 bid and a half.
Sold for $6,000. Beautiful vintage Harley Dragbike.
GSXR 1100 Yoshimura Tornado in an inline 4-cylinder engine and a 5-speed. No reserve.
20. 20. 10. Some get 10,000 here. Some get 5,000 to start at 5. 5,000 down 5. And down 7. 5,000 get 7 bid. 5,000 down 7. Get 15. 16. I got 15.
Not bad, Kent.
Okay. 2002 Kawasaki ZX-1200 in the original condition with a 5-speed, 682 miles.
Only 682 miles. What's a ZRX worth?
$20. Harley to get $2,000. Harley to get $9,000 and a half. Sold $8,500 on the internet.
Mad Max, here comes Mad Max. Maybe Mel gets in on it. Where's Mel gets in?
20. Harley to get 20. Harley to get 20. Harley to get 3. 4. 4. Harley to get 3. Harley to get 4 again. 4. Harley to get 4. 5. And $900 and a half. So $5,000 Mitchell.
How about that? 5,000.
Now let's put one of these beautiful Captain America bikes to the test. Let's see what it goes for.
All about supply and demand, guys. I just watched the Z1 in pretty nice shape go for 26. That's a long way from Conopacky's 50 grand last year. Wasn't quite as nice, but still supply and demand. A lot of these motorcycles here this year. Will it hurt them? We're about ready to find out.
Name?
Michael.
Where you from?
Peoria, Illinois.
Nice to meet you, man. All right, guys, what will the Captain America bike sell for? There's a lot of them here this year. Will it hurt them? Let's find out. Beautiful replica. Gotta say, this is one of the nicest ones here, though. Still looking for that first bid. There we go.
30, go 30, Harley to get out 5, Harley to get 35, 40, Harley to get 7, Harley to get
Whoa! That didn't take long.
40 out there too. 42, 40 bid, $42,000. You got 40 bid, 42. Internet, you were out. I got 40 bid already. 42, 45, 45, 7, 47 bid, down 50, down 50, down $50,000. Yep, 50.
We're still going. We're still going over here. How about it, guys? The most recognizable chopper ever.
52 to bid, $55,000 there. 50, already got that. 52, you're gonna be £55 bid. Research off, by the way, $55,000. Ryan, how about your man? $55,000. 53, 55, 53 to bid, $55,000. 54, 55.
Whoa!
55. Alright, to get down 6, 7. Alright, to get 57. Alright, to get 57,000. Alright, to get 7 to bid. Alright, to get 57. Alright, to get 8. Alright, to get 58,000. Alright, to get 58,000.
Right. We can run to 60. We can run to 60.
60. Now 60. Now $60,000. 60. 58 bid, $60,000. Internet beat you both out now. $60,000. 60. Alright, to get down 8. 60. Alright, to get 58,000. 60,000. Last call. 60,000. You're gonna be 62. Now 60 bid.
Oh,
$62,000. 62.
Oh my gosh.
Down 2. All right, get here 16,000. Get 2. Last call 62,000. Now 5. Just give 65.
My
so you take that big
goodness.
bite, you're gonna get a bot. Give $65,000.
I think we're gonna see 30 Captain America choppers next year.
63,
this is crazy.
63 bid, 65. Internet's out now. 63, 65. 3. All right, get down 5. 3. Get 5 bid. Get 65,000.
There we go. Here comes the hammer.
Now 67.
Oh,
67.
still going.
$67,000.
Still going.
67. 60. Oh my! You're gonna regret that tomorrow. Just get 67. I'd hate for you to have regret. 67, sir.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
67. $67,000. You got 65 in there.
They're talking him into. Oh! He's back in. He's back in, baby. He's back in.
Call 67,000.
Hey, how about it, my man? My man. Congratulations, sir. What's your name? Where are you from? Congratulations, man. Congratulations. He just won himself the Captain America chopper. Wow. Here we go, guys, on the heels of Nori's record-breaking performance. How will this 72 H2 do? Could we be in for another ride? Hold on tight. Still going, guys. Still going. We're gonna set a new record, guys.
Last call, 42, 5, 45, 45, 45.
45, new world record for the H2. New world record. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? We just blew the doors off the record. It is a new world record. Holy moly. New world record. New world record, ladies and gentlemen, for the H2. Wow, that is a new world record. Unbelievable. Guys, this is unbelievable. We crushed a world record earlier. Now we just blew it out of the water. Another 10 grand. How high can these two strokes go? Unbelievable. This is mind-boggling. Expect this 68 Bultaco to go for big money.
20 pound, you get 21 pound and a half. Close with a $20,000.
Not everything's selling today, that's for sure. Very interesting to see who pulls the reserve and who doesn't.
12,000, you're going to get 13,000, you're going to get 13. At $13,000 here, you're going to get 12, you're going to get 13. At 12,000, you're going to get 13,000, you're going to get 13. At 14, you're going to get 14,000, you're going to get $15,000. At 14, then you're going to get 15,000. Anybody else? At 14, you're going to get 15. Close bid at $14,000. Close bid again. 15.
H1's
15.
hot.
You're going to get 16.
Two strokes across the board, guys.
17 again.
This is the year of the two strokes.
You're going to get 18. 19. You're going to get 20. At 20 bid.
The staging area is racked and stacked with amazing motorcycles, so let's see what else we can find, guys. Hope you're loving it. Remember, I want to know where you're watching from. I want to know your memories of these bikes. Which one's your favorite so far? Let me know down below what you think about an H2 going crazy. Will we continue to see that trend, or will it experience what the Z1 did? Perhaps a crash coming. I don't know. We got some more impressive BMWs coming as well. 1938's 750cc machine. Another classic BMW here. I believe in 1929. Yes, 1928. I'm sorry, 1928 R42. Well, I have found the buyer of that double engine Kawasaki, Mr. Aaron Schmidt. Great to see you, my man, out of Ohio. Unbelievable. This again drives home the point that race bikes, customized bikes, don't command a lot of money here vis-a-vis the stock ones. The double engine oddity back there, it is so cool. I love it. I'm a little surprised that you were able to bring it home for such a low price. Tell me your thoughts on it.
I'm surprised as well. I just had my eye on it in 73 VIN, and I thought it was a fair price, so I just jumped in.
Here's the big question. What are you going to do with it? We're going to look at it? We're going to ride it?
We're going to ride it. All right.
Can
Bike
you
nights.
imagine taking this thing to a bike night? Do you think it needs much work?
I don't think it does.
Okay.
I've seen a video of it running and idling. I checked it this morning. The throttle was hung up a little bit, but I already got that fixed.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I think with 2100 cc's, we better make sure the throttle's not sticking on them, right?
Right.
Good Lord, that's awesome. Now, are you a KZ guy by heart?
Z1, KZ, yeah.
All right.
Sure.
So you got plenty of parts at home?
Plenty.
Are you
always looking for more?
We know tuning in 4 carburetors can be tough. Are you a little concerned about tuning in 8?
I'm not.
What do you think is going to be the hardest part of working on this bike?
Probably just learning it, getting around it.
That's true.
Figuring out all the custom stuff that they've done to it. And I called the owner already, so original builder. So Paul, if you see this, say thanks, and I'll be in touch.
Great motorcycle, and I got to come up to Ohio to see it one of these days.
Yep, for
you
sure.
Enjoy. How about it, guys? The double engine going back to the Buckeye State.
Let's give a shout out to HDRT.
HDRT. Double your pleasure, double your fun. And I can tell you, even sitting here, it's still a showstopper. Nobody can believe it. It's crazy. Some more old school Harley Davidsons over here. How about emblems? Anybody know anything about the emblems? We're going way back to the year 1909 with this one right here. Take a look at this emblem. This one is from the year 1910. It is an emblem twin. Very early primitive twin. They've got it all here at Mecum, that is for sure. 1913 Harley Davidson single over here. There's a 1951 Vincent Comet. We saw the Black Shadow do well earlier. We'll see what this Comet can do. Vincent, such a great name. You think they could ever bring this brand back someday? That would be cool. Reload it, right? And here comes another one I'm very interested in. It's all about 2-strokes this year, guys. Here comes the H1-500. The white gloves are out. He's saying, get out of the way. He knows he does not want to drop this one. You never want to drop. Potentially when it could be a $20,000 motorcycle. Here we go. We'll see what she goes for. Another two-stroke. This one, another 750. Ready to go. Woo, the year of the two-strokes, guys. The year of the two-strokes. Comes the TZ as well. 50th anniversary, guys. Here we go. Somebody just said that looks comfortable. We got to give a big shout out to the supportive, loving wife who let you buy this thing.
You're leaning the wrong way.
It's leaning the wrong. That's okay. He's got your back. He's got your back.
Okay, I'm gonna put my leg up. So.
Big thank you, ma'am. What is your name?
You got it. Mine?
Yes.
Amy.
Amy, thank you very much for letting your husband buy this. Did you have any reservations at all?
Videotaping me?
Yeah, this is part of the video. Congratulations.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting, boys will be boys, as you know.
I did buy one the day before, so I feel like he thinks he needs to spend more than me.
Do you get any special gifts now that he's bought one?
I will.
Oh, there you go. Happy wife, happy life. You guys enjoy. Maybe we'll put a double seat on that too. We can put an LTD seat. It's got a Corbin Gunfighter on it now.
It's not for pigs.
It does? Yeah, you're not going to fit two on the Corbin Gunfighter comfortably. You could get back.
Yeah,
it's kind
I
of
don't
like a
think
downward
it's that
slope. But
comfortable.
that's all right. It's cool as heck. You guys enjoy. Happy couple. Fans here from all over. Top-notch auto. TNA. Turn around, you fine folks. How did we come up with that name?
TNA. I don't know if I want to really say.
What's your name?
Top-notch auto. Holly.
Where are you from?
Temecula, California.
Okay, okay. And you as well?
Graham, Temecula, California.
Nice to meet you guys.
You too, mate.
Here we go, guys, right here with another 1973 Z1-900. And this one will be interesting as well. Again, I think it's cool. We saw a lot of bikes in Daytona set up like this. It is the Pro Street style Z1-B, but what's this going to do to value? That's the question. It's got the box swing arm on the back, the Vance & Hines drag racing exhaust system, Mikuni radial flat slides, the drag bars. It is set up to have some fun as a street strip warrior, but I'm not so sure this is the crowd that's going to appreciate it. Cycle Drag may appreciate this bike, but here at Mecum, these are the types of bikes that are going to bring in top dollar. And I'll tell you, with the Z1 apparently crashing, man, if I had to guess, let's see what the estimate says on this bike. And it is estimated between $25,000 and $30,000. I can tell you right now, there is no way they're going to get that. I think as it sits, you're looking at a $11,000 bike. Let me know what you think. Guys, here we go. Moment of truth. With these two strokes so hot, we're about to see what's going to happen if this trend will continue as the H1 to H2 get ready to hit the block. You've got the green one, you've got the brown one. Guys, real quick, let's talk expectations. What would make you happy?
We're not saying numbers. We're not getting numbers out of
No
us.
numbers.
We're just going to hope for the best.
Nope.
So the prices are up, but we're not going to jinx ourselves.
All right, here we go. Well, best of luck.
Thanks,
A little nervous. Here we go, guys. An H1 and H2. The two owners are right here, hoping to get top dollar. Will the two strokes stay hot? How much are we going to get for this H1, guys? 1973 Kawasaki H1. Keep going. Keep going. How about it? How about it? They like what they see so far. 13, keep climbing, baby, keep climbing. For a 500, guys, these were prices for the 750s 5 years ago. Wow! Wow! Now he's smiling. Now he's smiling. Now he's smiling.
A 74 Kawasaki H2 Mach 4 comprehensive nut bolt restoration. This is the third year for the 750 Widowmaker. Got a 5-speed.
All right, now the question is, now it's his turn. All right, guys, wow. Still
Still going. 750 could be going for a deal. Still going, still going. Still climbing, still climbing.
Oh, baby.
Hey, here we go, guys. Here we go. Unbelievable. The year of the two-stroke.
Now two, 31, now two.
Oh, man, they're loving it. It is the year of the two-stroke.
33 man, 32, 33, 32, 33, 32 crate.
Good Lord.
34, 33 to mid, 34, 35. $35,000. 34 to mid, 35,000 to mid, 34,
Good
35,
Lord.
35, down 37, 35, 37.
That's over the previous record. That's over last year's record. Oh, dear God. Whoa.
52 already. Oh, yeah.
30,000 last haul. 37, 30 pound bid. It's 70 pound. I'm going to win a 30 bid. I'm going to win a 30 pound bid.
Is it hammer time? Hammer time! Congratulations, boys! Congratulations! Did it meet your expectations? Yes! Wow! How about it? Congratulations, boys! Congratulations! What a win! What an unbelievable score. It's crazy. That wasn't even first year. That's amazing. Let's see what this TZ can do. 50th anniversary year of the TZ.
Took one here from the lady. Sorry, 42 pound if you can there. 1, 2, sir. Down 3. And a 3. And I'm going to go 3 here. Down 3. Down 4. I'm going to go 4. Go 4. I'm going to go 4. Down 5. 45.
Still going on the TZ. Still going here on the Yamaha TZ.
45. Down 7 again. And a 5 pin. I'm going to go 7 up down. I'm going to go 45. Hit it. Last call 750. And now 58 pound pin. I'm going to go 58. Down 58. Sells away 2. Hit 2. I'm going to go 2.
750.
I'm going to go 2 here. 52.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm going to go 2. I'm going to go 2. Now 58. I'm going to go 2.
Jump in, Cabral.
No way, I can't. Is that a B4?
Yes, is it inline 4?
Inline 4?
Inline 4, TZ 750. But as bad as those two strokes are, they still can't hang with a 1929 Henderson. I think John Cabral might put in a bid on this. The Harley's got that one covered because take a look at this, guys. That's for a 1914 Harley Davidson. We're going to drop there.
130,000
close the bid. Reserve not met. I want to share with you the quintessential mid-80s Honda collection. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. If you have any memories of these motorcycles, I want to know down below in the comments. How great is it? We begin with this fine restoration of a 1986 CR250, but not just any CR250. This one is a Rick Johnson replica where he had a famous battle with his teammate David Bailey in Anaheim. Some call it the greatest race of all time, and this motorcycle is just beautiful. Who remembers that race? Who has any information about that race? Let me know down below, and long live the Honda. Right next to it, where's my 125 fans? This is the number 3. Speaking of some of the great racers of yesteryear, this one, a Johnny O'Mara 1986 Honda CR125 Motocross Day Nations replica. Let's take a look around too. This thing is just finally preserved, finally restored, well put together. It is an awesome collection here, that is for sure. The Honda boys, and we're not done just yet. Perhaps the most collectible CR of them all, the big bore monster, the CR500 with the big number 1 on the side of it. I gave you a name a few moments ago. I'm going to give you that name once again because this, ladies and gentlemen, is a David Bailey tribute. Motocross Day Nations bike. It's a 1985 CR500. Let's take a look at the detail too. Isn't it amazing how fast these great racers were able to go on these bikes way back when? Certainly is, guys. Like I said, if you have any memories of these racers of this era, let me know. That's what we love doing on this channel. We love telling stories. We love reminiscing, and we love old motorcycles. And there's plenty of them here at Mecum. I guarantee you that. Make sure you check out our other channel, Cycle Drag, here on YouTube. We'll have a full recap. Also, more coming here on Racing Jack, because you know we love anything dirt bikes. Now, this would be a pretty cool perspective. Why don't we keep a good look at this one, right? Keep this fresh in your mind. And let's go look at some modern technology. You look at the brakes, you look at the suspension, look at the cooling, the Kickstarter. All right, now let's go take a look at a more modern year of the two-stroke, guys, and that's even carrying over to the more modern bikes. Take a look at this beauty, 2007 CR250R. Why is this so special? Last year, for the water-cooled legendary two-stroke that we love, known as the CR. Look at the condition, too. Somebody had the foresight to tuck this thing away and take good care of it. Whew, never ridden. Absolutely beautiful. Two strokes going up in value across the board.
Difficult. That's difficult to leave a dirt bike that you know you're going to have that much fun with in the box and not ride it.
How about the restoration over here on this 1975 Yamaha 125? Gosh, this thing is beautiful. Look at the attention to detail, too. It is amazing, the work that some of these restoration outlets can do. Congratulations. I focus so much on the record setters too. I want to let you guys know there's deals to be had here. I think this is a great value. 1978 KZ LTD 1000, 5,500 is what it went for. This drag bike that we showcased earlier on, less than $6,000 if somebody wants to display that or go nostalgia racing with it. There are some deals here. We get so focused on the record breakers and the hoopla of the first year models that sometimes you can find a bargain here if you look. 2004 Husqvarna 450 with an appropriate number 100. It's the 100th anniversary edition. 1979 here. It's the 250 CR. That's right. Not just Honda when you're talking about the CR. You had the 250 CR, the Husky. Two great bikes right here.
I found a guy with a smile on his face, and rightfully so, because you just blasted the record for the H2, $51,000. Yesterday we saw 41. Thought that was impressive.
42, I believe.
42,
yeah.
Jumped another 10 today.
Yes.
What's your immediate reaction to?
I was in shock. I was absolutely in shock. I was standing near the podium and I saw the price started out slow and then kept building. I was like, really? And it just was outrageous. I was just stoked.
Could we possibly continue on this trajectory, or is this just an aberration here?
Well, you know, I noticed the Z1s have kind of dropped in price this year, and the triples seem to be increasing in price.
They sure are.
So,
it's the year of the two-stroke.
Right. Now I've got a 74 back home that I'm building, so I'll bring that next year. We'll see what happens.
How long have you owned that bike?
Which one?
The 72 that sold.
72. I've owned that since 1983. Yeah.
You held on to it for a while. Full restoration.
Yes.
When was the restoration completed?
Let's see. That was about 3 years ago.
All right.
Completed.
And you said it's a fitting tribute to a friend, right?
Yeah, Mike Velasco, who recently passed.
God bless.
Passed from COVID. He and I were good friends for 20 plus years.
Well, we know he's smiling down at that one.
I hope so.
And if we want to make everybody really smile and have some fun with this, what did you buy that bike for back in the 80s?
Originally?
Yes.
I bought it in boxes for $500. $500 from a good friend of mine and coworker. So, yeah, I've had it. It was a labor of love.
$500 to $51,000, and your buddy smiling down. Congratulations, man.
Thanks,
How about it? What an awesome day for him.
It's our feature presentation coming up. We've waited, and it is in staging, and it is about ready to go. Another famous movie bikes. Anyone remember Sidewinder 1? This is a 1977 Mako Sidewinder. It's got a certificate of verification. Was in the AMA Hall of Fame for a little while. Comes with the mannequin as well. And the owner, Jay, if you want to see him smile, tell him he'll get $30,000 plus. Hopefully. He'll be happy. Good luck to you. That's coming up. Guys, there's one of the most famous Makos of all time, the Resto Mod. We featured it on this channel. You guys love it. We saw it at Glen Helen. And check out Gary. Gary, I think the promotion is working because look at all these parts you're selling. Safe to say, these gentlemen and ladies are interested in keeping Makos alive?
We speak Mako here.
Yes, you do. What is this? You got to explain this one to me over here.
This is a roller starter.
I love it.
You back the bike on it spins the rear wheel out around. You let the clutch handle out, and it's running.
And if you're sick of kicking, that's what you do,
That's
right?
it.
How about it, guys? Keeping the Mecos alive. Very, very cool. So you're back here in staging two, a little crazy. This one almost hit the ground. It's got the funky old school kickstand on it, 1976 MV Augusta. And I gotta say, big shout out to this couple. They just saved it moments ago. Big shout out to my man over here. A hard job to keep things moving, but disaster averted. That Bloody Mary big wheel, what we'll go for.
$40 bid, 40 pound. Hit 2, down, get a bit of a 2, down 40 second, down 2, down 2, down 5. Hit 45 bid, I'll get a bit of a 5, down 5, down 700 bid, I'll get a bit of a 47 pound here, down 7, and down 15, sir, down 15. At 47 back there, I'll get a bit of 15 pound bid. Hit 15 pound here, I'll get a bit of a 15, I'll get a bit of a 700 bid, 15, and down 2, I'll get a bit of a 52 here, I'll get a bit of 15, down 2. Hit 2, down, down, I'll get a bit of 2, I'll get a bit of a 2, down 15, I'll get a bit of a 2 here, 2. And 15, I'll get a bit of a 2 here, I'll get a bit of a 2, I'll get a bit of a 2, down 5, down 15, 5, and down 5, I'll get a bit of a 5, 15, 5, 52 to bid, 55,000 to bid, 52 bid, 55, 52's the bid, I'm asking 55,000, 52, I'll get a bit of a 5, I'll get a bit of a 5, 55,000. Now 7, now 57 a bid, I'll get a bit of a 7, 57 pound a bid. And if y'all decide just to sit together, Bill, like 57 a bid, 55's a bid. I'm asking 57,000, 55, 57, 57, 55's a bid, 57 pound a bid, 57,000. 16,000, I'll get a bit of 16, now 2, 16, 2. Reserve is off, folks, 62,000, 62, 62, I'll get a bit of a 2. And 2 bid, I'll get a bit of a 2, down, I'll get a bit of last wheels at 5, 16, 5, hit 5, I'll get a bit of a 5, hit 5, I'll get a bit of a 5, 2, I'll get a bit of a 5, down 5, 16, 2, 16, 5,000, 62 to bid, I'll get a bit of a 65, last call, y'all, I'll get a bit of 16, 5,000, so 62,000.
Hey, he did it! Congratulations!
A 65 Harley-Davidson FL Electric Glide. 1965 was the last year of the panhead engine. Matching number 74 cubic inch V-twin engine.
Congratulations, sir. You won the Bloody Mary. Is that yours? That's it. No, not my bike. Congratulations. How about it? Good job. Good job. Get ready to sign some paperwork. Guys, this is the craziest damn thing. This bike started up. They bump started it by accident. Now they can't shut it off.
They put you back up, guys. Yeah, you get on it. Controlling the front of the wheel.
Be careful. Be careful. Oh! Oh! Oh gosh!
Hold on a second. The guy's coming down in those motorcycles.
No! Okay. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Here comes Mr. Mecum over to make sure everything is okay. Still running. Oh, this is the craziest damn thing.
I'm trying to get the battery.
Like almost fell earlier.
Pop right off. Right here.
Get out of line. They're gonna have to back it out of line. This is the wildest thing, guys.
Something's hot. Something's grounded.
Yeah, because all 4 spark plug wires are off. Yeah. Here's the food.
Wow.
Who's got a 10 millimeter?
How about that? Oh, at least we got some knowledgeable, talented guys on it. We will get it corrected. Good Lord.
Just hold that brake in good and tight, man.
How about that?
To get it off?
Mr. Mecum, is that a first? That might be a first.
No, I'm seeing something hot. I'm seeing got an electrical fire. So don't we? Is it still on? Is it still on?
Got it off. Thank goodness we got her off. It just started. Bump started, I guess, right?
Yeah, the kill switch doesn't work.
Wow, kill switch doesn't work. Bump started. Absolutely crazy.
Sure, Mike? No.
Yeah, this is off the windshield.
Well, the last thing they want is this motorcycle running up on stage, so they're going to make sure 100% is optic. Good job, guys.
Here's good news, guys. They were able to shut it off. Oh, guys, here we go. All right, guys, how about it? Wow. I'll tell you what, for everything that bike's been through today, it's coming through. It's coming through. Very, very impressive. That thing's been through a lot. Still going. Still going.
Was bet 40 pounds and
Close the bed.
Full parts, it is sold on final sale. And here today is Greg Smith.
Man, tough go for this. Tough go for this. They were hoping to get 30.
This is the only remaining bike left from the movie.
Oh, man.
All right, $7,000. $8,000. 7 is bid. 8,000. $7,000. $8,000. 7, 8. I get $7,000. Anybody give $7,500 right quick? 7, 75. All right, anybody get 7.
He was hoping to get 30.
$7,500. Anybody get 7 here? 75. $500 bid. Anybody get 7 here? Down $500 bid. Anybody get 70. $500 bid. Down 7 here. Down 5. All right, anybody get 75. Reserves off. 7, 75. All right, anybody get 7 here? 5. It's $7,000. Anybody get 5 bid. Down 5. Anybody else at $7,500? All right, anybody get 7 here? 75. $7,000 Travis.
7. They sold it. No reserve. Wow. Guys, another example there of just because the bike has been in a movie, just because it's famous, doesn't necessarily mean that the market is there.
Engineering, 214 cubic inch V4, 180 horsepower.
50,000.
Here comes the 4-cylinder bike.
It is
a 4-cylinder bagger.
15,000. Sister engine of this engine that's been this bike holds 2 lane speed records.
Wow, 10, 15, 20, 20, baby, 20. Who wants to go fast? 20, at 20, baby, 20.
What will the bagger sell for, guys? Oh, man.
20, 15.
Tough crowd over here. Tough crowd. That's a 4-cylinder bagger.
15, 20, 15, baby, $17,000. 17,000, 17. Close the bid at 50.
Close the bid. Reserve not met. How much will the double engine chopper sell for?
He designed
How much is somebody get 35,000? 30, baby, 30, 20. At 20,000, another baby, 20, baby, 20, 10, $5,000.
I was lost.
Wow. John, you could own a double engine chopper for
Come on, $5,000.
Johnny Cabral, come on, Johnny.
I don't fit in my trailer.
6, 7, 8, 9.
We're going up now.
It would look good in front. Just fired it up.
9, 10, roll it. $9,000 bid. You're going to get 10,000. You're going to get 9 bid. You're going to get 10. You're going to get 10. You're going to get 9. You're going to get 10. I have 9,000. You're going to get 10,000. You're going to get 10 bid. Reserve is off.
Oh, they're going to sell it. They're going to sell it.
You're going to get 10 bid. You're going to get 9 bid. You're going to get 10. You're going to get 10. You're going to get 9. Now 10. Sold $9,000.
Sold for $9,000. Here we go. It is now Z2 time. Are you ready for this? This is the moment we've been waiting for. Cabral's ready to go. They're all ready to go. Everybody ready to go. Guys, the one we've waited for.
1974 Kawasaki Z2 750 RS. This is an authentic grill Z2. Frame up restored. 4 AACA awards and multiple concourse elegance awards.
How high will it go, guys? The one we've waited for.
60, 45, 35, 30 pound that are now 5, 30 pound 5.
Oh, here we go. We're already at 40.
Now 50 pounds, we're now 50, 50 pounds out of it, now 50, and now 5.
Here we go, guys. A lot of international bidders. This is the rare Z2. Oh, here we go. Good Lord, that went up quick. Reserve is off. They're going to sell it. They're going to sell it. Here we go, 85,000.
85,000. Anyone else? Now 90, sir. 85, 90. 90. 85, 90. 85, 90. I'm taking 85 to be down again. I'm taking 85 down to 90,000.
Unbelievable. Sold! $85,000. There she goes. $85,000. Less than I thought, but he's got to be happy with that. How about it? $85,000. Do we have tears of joy over here? Tears of joy. Congratulations, man. What do you think? Did it meet your expectations?
Absolutely.
Oh, how about it?
Fantastic.
Great
birthday
present.
Great birthday present. Couldn't have a better birthday.
And thanks for your support. You're awesome. Hey, you're very, very welcome, and I'm glad it performed. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then just went crazy, huh? Excellent. Well, congratulations, guys. They're going to enjoy this. Was that awesome or what? You're very welcome. Hey, guys, was that awesome or what? The Z2 has sold. Look at that beautiful sold tag on there right there. We're going to catch up with the owner as soon as we grab them. Find out where this bike is going and the future of this bike. How about this, guys? A little bit of follow-up for you with this beautiful motorcycle. Well, guys, we saw a smile on the face of the seller, and I think it's a big smile on the face of the buyer, Mr. Brady Ingles. So glad that you were able to win this. I've known you for quite some time now, and I know you want to take a shot at it, but take me through this, because I know maybe we weren't sure it was going to go as high as it did, but it was a battle out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of absolutely wonderful Kawasaki 4-cylinders at this auction, but I think this one really shined above all the rest. I work as an inspecting and bidding agent for people all over that aren't able to make the auction. The client, the Throttle Stop in Elkhart Lake, had their eyes on this bike. They wanted it for their wonderful motorcycle museum. And where else are you going to find a Z2? This thing's so amazing. Cool. The man who restored it is amazing.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yes. Well, it is definitely a happy ending. Do you think, are you going to get to start it ever? Are we going to get to ride it?
You know, whether they choose to have a little bit of fun on it before it gets displayed for everybody else to enjoy, that's completely up to them. I hope they do.
I think you deserve to maybe take like a little putt around the parking lot on it, and if that happens, I want to be the absolute first. Now, before I let you go here, I know you know a lot about motorcycle history. Where would you place this one in terms of importance, in terms of rareness, scarcity? We know that these things are just so limited.
You know, I've been in motorcycles for the last 24 years. It's the only thing I've done. And in those 24 years, I have never had a Z2 in my shop. That's how rare it is.
I've seen a lot of Z1s. I've seen a lot of KZs. This is the first time I've ever seen a Z2, and you are the winner, my friend. Congratulations. He did it, guys. How about it? Congratulate him down below in the comments. Well, guys, hanging out here at South Point Hotel and Casino, Mecum Motorcycle Auction. I want to give you an update on our last video. It just took a crazy turn. I interviewed the winner of the Z2, and just as I interviewed him, we found some things that didn't add up on the motorcycle. Wait till you see where this goes. Guys, crazy development with this Z2 750 that we've been talking about all weekend. You know that if you're a hot rod guy, you know how important it is for matching numbers. And there are the numbers on the engine right there. Plain as day, easy to see. Now, the bike has already been sold, but take a look at the steering neck. This could be a little bit troublesome, but I don't believe it was picked up by the buyer. I certainly never checked. Take a look. Numbers appear to be ground off at some point. Now, I'm not saying that the seller was aware of that. The seller did that. Who knows? This could have been done a long, long time ago, but something that you would think would impact value. Take a look. Take a look. It is hard to verify that. And then I look at the Mecum tag sold right now. You got frame number, you got an engine number, but this could potentially be an area of concern for the person who just bought this motorcycle for $85,000. Do you know, there was somebody was bitching about the VIN being scraped off or something. Did you see that? Somebody was bitching about the VIN being altered. And then they were saying in Japan you don't have to have.
So usually what the complaint is, let me check a lot.
Sure. The only thing you wish these bikes could talk, on the neck, I did notice some of the serial numbers look to be filled in. Huh. After all that, we may have a problem with this bike, and it's astounding to me. As you can see here, Mecum checks out these motorcycles. They've got the frame number, they've got the engine number, but take a look. We're really scratching our heads here. Take a look at this, guys. Surprising. As you can see, all you can really see is the 7.5, and it's so important that numbers match on these bikes. I don't know how they were able to verify the frame. I'm gonna give you a closer look. Right there. 7.5, but somebody clearly ground off the rest of the numbers. We look at the tag. 7.5 engine. Let's take a look. The engine numbers are clean as can be. There's no mistake in that. That checks out well. See, there's your engine numbers. But anybody who knows hot rods knows how important it is that the numbers match. And when I say matching numbers, I mean it is the original frame and it is the original engine. I don't know what the verification process was like here. Hopefully we get more information, but this one a little startling to me. Who knows, if these motorcycles could talk, you just don't know what stories they would tell, but that one a little startling, especially when, you know, it does not say anything about this on the description. Not sure what to make of it. For the person who just bought this motorcycle for $85,000, and from what I understand right now, he's trying to get some information. As soon as we get information, we will let you know what happened here with this ultra rare Kawasaki Z2.
No. And right here, it should say JDM or made in Japan, blah, blah, blah.
Wow. So could you show me about the rib? Yeah. Let's take a look. Thank you. And you are a KZ expert. I appreciate it. What's your name again, buddy?
DJ.
DJ from DJ. Show me over here.
75.
This is 75.
Yeah.
So it's got a rib.
Yeah.
And
74 should.
74 should not have a rib.
And almost. He's always got a picture of me with that.
Yeah. Yes, please. Let's take a look.
See how it's raised? Little lip.
Let's take a look, guys. We're thinking that there's a rib here. This should be smooth, you're saying. So, man, somebody, wow. Let's take a look let's go take a look at a Z1 74. Let's see if we can find a 74. Well, guys, here's a 73, and thank you, DJ, very knowledgeable on these bikes, man. I appreciate it, DJ. So, tell me what you just said with my finger. You said
take your finger and rub across it. You will not feel a rib.
No rib. No rib. It is all smooth. So you're saying on the 73, 74, completely smooth.
Yes.
Now, so what you're saying is do we know that that's the case for the Z2? We think.
I don't know why they would have changed it.
Why they would have changed it. So we believe.
Know why.
We believe the Z. There may be some issues now with the Z2 that we're gonna have to look into. You know,
LTD.
Let's take a look at the LTD over here. This one is year 1979. And you just taught me something I didn't know. I'll tell you, these guys are such experts. There's definitely a rib there. There's definitely 100% a rib there. So, man, we've got some questions. And you were saying you were looking at that Z2, but maybe had some questions, right? I'm confused. I don't know how this happens, but we got some sorting out to do. That's for sure. Good Lord, guys. What do you think? Well, guys, this is amazing. This is not the update I thought we were going to have from our last Mecum auction video. You know, Cycle Drag, we tell the truth. We reveal everything to you. We'll tell you what we know. In fact, right now, there's some questions being raised about this Kawasaki Z2 750. We're still searching for answers. We're not pointing an accusatory finger at anybody, because when a motorcycle is only sold in Japan that's from the year 1974, a lot of things can happen. But guys, this was the centerpiece of our broadcast. This was one of the most acclaimed bikes here at Mecum, and now there's some serious questions about it. Guys, as you know, I'm a KZ owner, but when you come here to Mecum, you meet experts to the 10th degree. They're pointing out stuff now on this motorcycle that I had no idea about. Check this out. All right, so what we're hearing here on the frame, take a look. This is what the experts are saying. We need to verify this, but I'm hearing that hole was not on the early 73, 74 chassis. That came later. That is yet another question mark that we have about this motorcycle. Here's something else that's interesting. The bike has a Japanese plate on it. That was a cool selling point. But one of the astute buyers just pointed out, without being able to see those numbers, you're not going to be able to get this motorcycle titled. Just asked one of my experts too, who indeed said he did not believe this hole was on the 74s. Man, keeping a lot of people out of this video at their wishes, which I want to do, but we've got a lot of questions here, a lot of questions about this motorcycle now. Well, guys, I'm just as confused as anybody. We're going to try to get some answers. We don't know what happened here. And like I said, I just want to make clear, I'm not pointing any accusatory fingers at anybody. When it's a motorcycle that was sold only in Japan, that's rare, from the year 1974, who knows what happened, what's going on. But we do have something that could potentially negate a sale. So we're going to follow up on this one. Let me know what you guys think down below. We got a light in on the numbers. Let's see exactly what it is.
So the 7.5 here, and then this is ground down, and then down here you can see where it was ground under there. See that? And that's all flat. Feel that?
So that's, what do you think, JB Weld in there?
No. I'm saying if they were really trying to hide it, they should have. But this is just sloppy.
Well, here's my question. Why leave two numbers?
Get a good one.
It's
Well, there's 7. Look how big the 7 is. The 7s aren't that big.
Yeah.
You can almost see.
Yeah, you can see remnants. And then the front.
Was it possible they verified through the remnants?
No, gosh.
You just can't. You can't see.
There's no way.
Wow.
You see that phone?
There's no way.
Wow. Whew.
That's all right.
This is turning into a heck of a story.
What does it say, the frame number?
Oh, that is a 4 at the end.
Hey, they're claiming it ends in a 7.5.
That's a 4 right down there at the end. You see that? Not a 1, but a 4.
Okay.
Enough light?
Yeah. One of our experts too pointed out, and I don't know that this is the case on a Z2. There's a lip right here. On the 74 Z1, there's no lip.
Well, that's what Mike was saying. Yeah, that this was supposed to be flat.
I'm just curious to see what the heck's going to happen now.
That's clearly a 4.
Unfortunately, the man who sold this bike, they're gone. They got out of here.
Yeah.
They're on the road. I don't know.
Fancy that, huh?
I don't know what the paperwork implications are. Very interesting. Very interesting. They're saying they think it's a 75 frame. That's somebody saying. Somebody also thought maybe it was a Z1 frame. These are such small details that I'm not privy to. That's why I'm just trying to get all my facts straight. But we got some experts looking at it right now, and they are a little confused. Yeah. Sounds good. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Wow. So is it a fake? I don't know. And again, guys, this could have been something that somebody tried to do many, many years ago that maybe even the seller was unaware of. Right now, though, here's what's happening. This auction is closing. I believe there's a discussion with some higher ups, and I just heard from the buyer he does not want this bike. The seller is on his way out of here, so I'm trying to get his number to let him know what's going on, that he might have to come back here and get the motorcycle. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to play out, but it's going to be very interesting to see. Well, I really hope you've enjoyed this coverage. Make sure that you tag in your favorite motorcycle that you saw, all 2,000 of them. We try to show you as much as we possibly can. I run out of time. I get a sore back walking this whole thing, but it's totally worth it to bring you the ultimate entertainment. Right now, there's the buyer. They're having a discussion. They may have to do some verification over here with the motorcycle. Wow, guys, I gotta say, this is why Mecum has the best customer service in the business. Wait till I update you on what happened here. So guys, after all that, the officials from Mecum came over. There were questions about this motorcycle. Mecum is highly respected. They have a process. They didn't get a warm, fuzzy feeling about it. The buyer wanted to wash his hands of it, they said that's it. Wash your hands of it. You're free and clear. There's a lot of questions about this motorcycle, and right now they're talking to the seller who is on his way out of here, probably 3-4 hours down the road at this point, and they're calling him to come back and get the bike. Where it goes from here, I don't know. This is definitely an interesting story. Like I said, you're talking about a motorcycle this old. A lot could happen for sure. There could be a lot of unanswered questions that we can't explain in this video. That's why I want to again reiterate, we're not pointing an accusatory finger at anybody, but it's one heck of a story, isn't it? But as for now, that's Z2 staying put right there. So guys, I just called the seller, and what I told him, I just wanted to alert him that, hey, here's what's going on. Don't know where your motorcycle's going. You guys may want to turn around and get it. He says they're hundreds of miles down the road. He's saying the issue is he had to paint the frame. He said that's why he sent them the picture of the VIN before he painted it, and then afterwards, I don't know what to make of this. I guess it's a common thing to want to paint a frame, but I think the issue now is, you saw those numbers. If they can't verify those numbers, paint or not, that's gonna be a deal breaker. Wow, Cycle Drag, my head is spinning over this one. What do they say? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, this one's not staying in Vegas because it is no sale. So perhaps we'll get more information moving forward. We'll stay on it for you. Maybe we can get some type of information verified on that bike. Maybe it'll be back up for sale in the future. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Thanks so much. If you like that video, here's another one for you. Subscribe right in the middle, and you know if there's anything fast or classic vintage motorcycles, Cycle Drag is in. From Vegas, Cycle Drag rolls on.